Welcome to the Divinely Protected Oracle. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes, your comments, and all your donations. They are truly appreciated and they go to the growth of the channel, so thank you for all your support. We're going to go ahead and do a general message for the collective. Now, this is a general message, so please only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. Now, if you feel that you need to switch the roles or switch the genders, feel free to go ahead and do so. Also, if you're interested in a more personal reading, please check out my channel's description box and it will give you all the details. Alright, so let's see what we have going on for the collective. What does the collective need to know at this time? We have upswing. Okay, so things are starting to go better for you. Alright, you've been going through a lot of intensity in the past. You may be really excited that things are going better for you. We have safeguard. Okay, so some of you may be focusing on saving money at this time. And you're seeing it build up in your bank account here and being in the upswing. And a lot of you are just really excited about things are going. Okay. So what else does the collective need to know when it comes to this situation? What does the collective need to know? You have number 18, which is the moon card. So a lot of you didn't know, okay, that by you focusing on saving, how much you were able to build up in the recent past. You didn't realize that by cutting out little things that it was going to save you a lot of money. And now you're seeing that in your bank account. 18 goes to 9, which talks about compromise. It talks about compassion. So I feel like a lot of you may also be expecting a child, which is maybe why you're focusing on saving at this time. And for others of you, it's just that you've made a lot of compromises here in order to make this happen. Yeah, we have a number 49. 49 goes to a 13, which goes to a 4. So a lot of you finally feel kind of free, where you're not in this constant loop of, you know, living off of paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. It's more of you have a little bit of more financial freedom here. What else does the collective need to know? We have the number 14, which is the Temperance card, which is all about balance here. Timing. And we also have number 11. 11 goes to 2. 2 talks about balance, harmony, teamwork. So you and someone else may have done this as a team. I'm also hearing that some of you may have done this as some sort of like side bet type thing. Like, oh, let me see, you know, what I can do. And whoever saves the most amount of money wins type situation. And the other person may need to take the other person, you know, out to dinner or coffee or whatever the situation is. But I'm getting there was some sort of side bet here in order to see who could do better. So you almost used it as a competition, even though it's benefiting both of you. So there really are no losers in this situation. Okay. So what does the collective need to know when it comes to this situation? What does the collective need to know? We have the Tower. And we also have the Temperance. So a lot of you started doing this because you experienced some sort of unexpected bill that came in. And for some of you, you may not have been able to pay it at that time. With the Hangman, you may have paid it late. Or for some of you, 2 weeks late because you were waiting for your paycheck to come in. And the Wheel of Fortune, you vowed to never let this happen again. We have the 3 of Swords. It was really painful. Okay, for some of you, you may have even been embarrassed that you weren't able to pay whatever this unexpected bill is. For some of you, it was a car. Okay, there may have been a car repair or whatever. But it was really heartbreaking. Some of you may had to even buy a new car. We have the 2 of Pentacles. You know, had to move money around, or, you know, you had to, you know, pay other bills late, or this bill late, or whatever the situation is. Either way, it was a big hassle for something that didn't need to happen if you had some sort of emergency stash of money, okay? And what the Justice card is, now everything's balanced out where you can sit and relax because you've taken the action that you needed to have some sort of nest egg here in case an emergency comes up. Okay. So tell me about the Temperance card here. What do we need to know about this? We have the Emperor, Seven of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. So someone thought you weren't going to be able to do this. Again, I got some sort of betting energy, okay? But someone didn't believe that you were going to be capable of doing this, but you did. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. So it's almost like every single day, thank you, Spirit, every single day you put your mind to how much can I save today? How much can I cut back? What can I avoid spending on things that I don't necessarily need? They're more of a want, right? Okay. So tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. What do we need to know about this? We have the Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. And I also feel like for some of you, you may even have cut back how much time you spent with family, or like if you were always constantly going over there or taking them out or whatever the situation is, I feel like you cut that out, okay, for whatever this time period is that you gave yourself to save as much as you possibly could for this nest egg, right? For some of you, you may have cut out drinking, okay, or just drinking while you're out, where instead of going to a bar and getting a drink, you just went to, you know, the liquor store and picked up alcohol, and that's what you did, and you just drank it at home. All right, so tell me about the Three of Swords. What do we need to know here? We have the Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, so I also feel like you limited as far as who you gave things to. Okay, whether this be financially, whatever. You were, I'm not saying stingy, but you were more of, okay, I'm setting a budget for what I'm spending on who, especially when it comes to, say, birthday parties or, you know, special occasions. Like, say, for instance, you enjoy setting off fireworks or whatever, if that's legal in your area, okay? Whatever the situation is, instead of spending, you know, $400 or $500 on it, you're spending $200. So you did a lot of cutbacks here, is what I'm saying. So tell me about the Chariot here. What do we need to know about this? We have the Page of Wands. And yeah, someone here had to say goodbye to their car and get a new one. Okay, so maybe you had this car for, you know, 8, 9, 10 years, and, you know, that's it. You had to go get a new one. And I feel like for whatever this car was, it was 4 times the amount of what generally you would spend on a car. Or if it's a repair, it was 4 times the amount that you were expecting. Okay? Yep. And then we have Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Alright. So tell me about the Two of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this? We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like it's almost like when they told you what the bill was going to be to fix the car, you're like, I'm better off getting a new one at this point. But the problem is when you go and get a new car, you need some sort of deposit confirmation. Or you need some sort of money down, right? Like if, say, you wanted to go and buy a used car, but you can't, maybe someone didn't offer financing, right? Where you may have gotten it online, especially if you want something that's $2,000 or $3,000, right? And you're like, well, I don't have that money available to put down as a deposit, so now I'm going to have to go and find a place that leases it, or a place that finances it, and it's going to cost me so much more by doing that instead of if I would have had the money in the first place. Whether this be a repair or whether this be a whole brand new car. Okay. So tell me about the Justice card here. What do we need to know about this? We have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you picked up extra work is what I'm hearing, or extra hours. There was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears is what I'm hearing. Okay. But now that part of your life is over because now you have the safety net that you need. And a lot of you are trying to rest and rejuvenate and relax after all of this hard work with the Queen of Pentacles. Now you can sit back and relax because you have your money saved here. Okay, it's in your back pocket. So if something were to come up again, right, with the Karma card, if something were to come up again, you would have no issue paying for it because of what you've done to have some sort of safety net here. All right. Is there anything else that the collective needs to know when it comes to this situation? Is there anything else or advice or whatever that the collective needs to know? Yep, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yep, save your money is what I'm hearing. Save your money. And just because now you're in the position where you do have a safety net does not necessarily mean that you have to stop saving money. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work just as hard as you were in the recent past. However, maybe you can say instead of picking up 20 extra hours a week, you're only picking up 8 or 10. And you're saving that extra money and putting that aside as well and building up that savings. Yeah. And then we have the Four of Swords. So I'm getting more of, because we have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So whatever you were doing in the recent past, what I'm hearing is split that in half. So again, like if you were working 20 extra hours a week, okay, well then only work 10. Confirmation. Someone needs to track their time or keep something on track. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. But what Spirit is saying is, okay, well now, since you already know that you can do 20 hours, even though it's exhausting, what if you only did 10 and you just kept that money and put that to the side with your safety net here? And that's what Spirit's letting you know. Alright, well if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.